Hey learner, this is nileshhanumantborate. So in this video we are going to see the two classes, the data class and the seal class. So first we are going to see what is the data class. So you can create a data class to hold the data. The reason why would you want to mark a class as a data is to let compiler know that you are creating this class for holding the data. Compiler then create the several functions automatically for your data class, which will be helpful in managing data. So let's see the one example. So this is your data class, for example student, and this is two variable, name and age. So there is no need to var. So this is your the data class. This is a round bracket. Then in main method we create the object is equal to student and pass the student name is that the ABC and the age is that the 20. Then see here println obj dot name, again println obj dot age. So let's test this code, ABC and the 20. So there are automatically generated functions for data class in a Kotlin. Now I am just mentioning the name of the function here. So we will see each one of them with the help of examples like the equals, hash code, toString, copy, etc. So Kotlin data class have some requirements. So see, first one, the primary constructor of the data class must have at least one parameter. Also the parameter are either mark val or var. The class cannot be marked as open, abstract, seal or inner. The class cannot inherit the another class. So these are the some rules of a data class. So here we use the some built-in functions like the hash code or the equals method. So here we create the one more object. For example, this is the object 1 and this is the object 2. So both objects have the same name and the same age. Now we compare this object if object 1 dot equals object 2. If it is equal, then println both objects are equal. Else println not equal. So see here, after running this code, see equal, both objects have equals. If second object have age the 25, then see here, after running this code, both objects are not equal. Next we use the copy method. So here we create the one more object var obj3 is equal to, for example, obj1 dot copy function. So object 1 copy to this object 3 value. So if you try to print the object 3 name as well as the age, then see here name and age of object 3 is that ABC and the 20. By using this copy function, we copy one object to another object. So like this way, there are some built-in methods which are directly used in this class. So this is the benefit and the advantage of a data class. So next proceed to second section, that is the seal class. So seal class is used for representing the restricted class hierarchy where an object or value can have one of the types from a limited set of values. So now you can think of a seal class as the extension of a enumeration class. The set of values in enum class is also restricted. However, an enum constant can have only single instance, while a subclass of a seal class can have the multiple instances. So why we need a seal class? So let's first understand the need of a seal class. So let's see one example. So here we remove this code. So this is one class, open class color. So here we define next class red color. Then one more class orange color. Another class blue color. So here we define one more function evaluate. So this is the object of a color class C. So using when, so this is like a switch, pass this object. So if is color dot red, then here we define one println message, this is a red color. Same here, red, orange and the blue. Orange, blue. So in main method we create an object of the color class. For example, you create an object of a red class, and here we call the evaluate function and pass this object. So here after passing this object value, this is your answer, red. So here we define one more case, that is else. For example, this is invalid color. So see, after running this code, this is answer red. So now here we add a subclass to the class color. The code in the else branch will execute, which is default code. The compiler should warning us that the code for the newly added subclass doesn't exist, and thus we should get a warning or error for adding a new subclass without adding the logic in when expression. So this problem is solved by using the seal class. So seal class is declared using the seal keyword. So just before the class keyword in the class header. So this is an advanced Kotlin version. So on previous version, in evaluate function, they must use a else branch. So this else branch. Otherwise they get a compilation error. But here this is not an issue or not an error, because this is a Kotlin updated version. They modify some rules. But on previous version, so here they give the one error. So else block is compulsory here, and that's why here use the seal keyword. So after using this seal keyword, then here when is exhaustive, so else is redundant here. There is no need to define here else block. So here we can easily remove this else and run this code. So there is no need to define the else block. So in this updated Kotlin version, they are not giving an error before using the seal keyword, but on previous older version they give the one error. So that's why here we use the seal keyword, and in when block there is no need to define the else case. So this is the simple use of a seal keyword. So again, the some rules of a seal class is, we cannot create the object of a seal class, which means a seal class cannot be instantiated. All the subclasses of a seal class must be declared within the same file where the seal class is declared. The constructor of a seal class is by default private. We cannot make it non-private. So these are the some rules of a seal class. So students, test this code on your machine. So here we finish the some concepts of a Kotlin programming language. Now we will proceed to this Android development. So on next video we will discuss some Android development tutorial. So till if you have any queries, then comment on your query in comment box. Likes and subscribe the channel. See you on next video. Thank you.